WCNL's the weekly recap show. We give it up to the things that we like and out to the things that we don't. It's on you.
Y'all, I ain't got nothing but negativity this week. None. I tried to find some dubs, but then I looked at my list and I said, you know what? No, this needs to be said. Every last bit of it. Damn the W's. So we're going to call this week's segment L's and L's.
L's and L's is nuts.
All right, yo, this is a great place to start. Let's talk about Bobby. Is that her name? Bobby Altoff. Let's talk about her. Let's talk about it. Yeah, let's get into it. I've hit about critical mass with this individual. I don't think it's very hard to understand what's so unlikable about this situation is because we've seen it over and over and over again, time and time again. Let me go hang out with the black people enough to gain a profile for them to boost me up because, let's be honest, what black people like in this country is popular and therefore marketable. And so it's a good place to start, right?
Yes.
So she starts off, I think her first interview, the one we ever saw with her was with Funny Marco, right? Okay. Same dead stick interview style that he had been doing for months, right? Carisha, he had Young Ma on there, Young and May. He had who else did he do? He had Sukihana. He had Kevin Gates. He had Orlando Brown, which that one's classic. Y'all got to watch that one if you haven't seen the Orlando Brown interview. That shit was nuts. The game plan is do this shit until somebody asks me to be on a TV show. And then at that point, her content will have absolutely fucking nothing to do with black people. Not interacting with black people, not interviewing black people, not telling a black person's story, not trying to put a black person on. It will have absolutely nothing to do with black people. So her come up will be off the backs of the same black people who are giving her an opportunity to interview them. If that's even what you can call this shit that I'm watching.
My problem is that even outside of the interviews, her gist is just, I'm uncomfortable around black people.
Like, that's the whole gag.
I go to Drake concerts and I'm just sitting like...
Yeah, hold on. I'm going to a fucking Beyonce concert, sit on the fucking floor, and have, like you said, have your arms concert.
Sukihana is inviting me to twerk to the on club. Stage. And
but I'm so awkward and uncomfortable here, I'm going to make everyone see it from the stage where the pole is at. Where the girls are dancing. They're like, yo, listen, man. Everybody who wants to be involved with us don't have to be. And it don't matter how much money they got. This is like embarrassing. And you know the worst part about it is that this was Funny Marco's thing. This is how Funny Marco was coming up. She did one interview with that nigga and stole his entire hook.
Stole that nigga flow.
His entire hook. And now, instead of us seeing Funny Marco with Offset, is Bobby Altoff? That's my problem. Because it ain't no different than Justin Bieber. It's no different than Miley Cyrus coming down, kicking it with black folks for a little while until the heat get a little too loud and the money stop rolling in and the sponsors stop wanting to sponsor. And then it's time to be a born-again Christian or a Scientologist, whichever you choose, Justin. It's up to you.
Yeah, but and then the interviews themselves don't provide any value either.
At all, nothing at all. I didn't even want to be here. Your team reached out to me. Bitch, no one believes that. And it's not even funny for you to say it. It's just disrespect. It's disrespect. It's not funny. You're not playing off of them well. And the hilarious part of it is that it wouldn't even be remotely interesting if she wasn't doing it with black people, black celebrities. No one would give a shit if she wasn't sitting down with some of the biggest black stars on the planet.
Yep.
No one would give two fucks. She can't do this shit with Will Ferrell. She can't do this shit with Jennifer Lawrence. No one gives a fuck. You're not actually funny. You're not a comedian. Your thing is, hey, I'm white. I'm interviewing this black person I don't really care about, and I'm going to act extra white. Haha. Yeah. Like, share, and subscribe.
And her name and image won't end up in the description or video because you've got to stop giving her attention.
I don't get what they're getting out of it. The people who are linking with her, like, I understand her profile is high right now. She's pretty viral, but like, she can't be paying. Like, do she have enough money to pay Offset for like a interview that would entice him to actually do. It's got to be something more than the money.
The viewership that they're getting.
Yeah, but she got Drake before anybody knew who she was for real.
I don't know why Drake did it, but
She got Yachty before anybody really knew who she was.
yeah, I don't know why they did it, but
Like she started off with like a low key internet star and Funny Marco, and then somehow like leveled up to fucking Drake.
I don't know why they did it, but Offset was after, like literally right after the Drake and Lil Yachty interview.
I don't
So
get
would
it. Like, yo, what's she doing, bro? She got it, man. Shit got to be fire. That shit got to be crazy. Got that ooh wee. Cause I don't know what is this. I don't get it. I don't understand it at all. And it's just really, it's not a great look for the person doing the interview. I don't know, man. I much rather see her expedite her exit out of the community before she, gets everything she's looking for. And I don't really get what the appeal is.
Stop retweeting her. Stop liking any tweets or anything like that with her in it. That's how she's growing.
Fucking booking her. What are we doing, man? What the fuck? Somebody got to be available. It's one reliable black journalist out here somewhere. God damn it. And these nothing ass interviews that nobody gets anything out of. We'll just do this random back and forth shit for like 20 minutes, and that's the content.
That just makes me mad when people retweet it and then they're just like, "Oh, I hate this chick." Well, you're spreading her.
Yeah, you're helping it. Don't get it. Don't even get it. But anyways, moving on. More hate. Let's talk about the Travis Kelce discourse that's been going on here since he's allegedly dating Taylor Swift.
Go ahead and remove that from my L list.
Yeah, man. I don't know what's wrong with y'all, man. I don't know. I don't understand. I don't really get it. So we're mad at Travis Kelce dating Taylor Swift. Now, I will say, it just because I know where Travis is from, where he went to college, it makes much more sense that Travis is into black women. So I never really like made too much of the fact that he dated black girls and kind of kept dating black girls, right? Like that's his thing. Because he's from Cleveland Heights, and then he went to school in Cincinnati. You're going to find you a black woman around there, man. You just are.
Especially playing on the football team.
Very ordinary looking white women and, some pretty good looking black women in Cleveland and Cincinnati. I can understand.
I mean, you know where you're getting your hair cut. So.
Fam, I mean, he's had a fade since he. So, like, bruh, ain't no way you going to the barbershop every weekend and leaving with Becky. That's just, it don't.
Now you gotta stop with that nasty ass.
It's a mismatch.
Highway patrolman.
But I'm thinking that's got to be a Taylor thing, right? If he's actually dating her, he has changed up his whole style. He's more Ron Jeremy and less John B. Less John B. More Ron Jeremy.
Yeah.
They like him standing next to Aaron Rodgers in that picture. They look like super troopers.
Yep.
For sure. They look like the State Highway Patrol. Beyond all that, beyond the porn stash and the weird haircut, why do y'all give a fuck if he's dating her? Why do y'all give a fuck that he broke up with the OnlyFans girl? Who fucking cares? Who gives a shit? Do y'all feel like y'all just lost a good black man or something? What the fuck?
Yeah.
Y'all know Travis not black, right? Who gives a shit?
Not me.
Who cares? First of all, it ain't gonna last longer than a year, and she gonna make an album about his ass when it's over with. Why don't y'all enjoy it then?
Yeah.
Don't worry about it now. When she's actually in the relationship, that's the boring part. You gotta wait until after she break up. That's when the real juice starts. I just don't. I really didn't get any of the discourse around that shit.
I didn't get any of that, but despite not watching the NFL, I am hearing way too much about it. I don't care that much.
I am hearing NFL people talking about it. Like, yo, too much. Too far.
Like, apparently, they had a whole segment that they were going to talk about her music in, but then
during a game?
But in the last game, the Chiefs-Jets game, but then the game became too actually good, so they
kept
focused
having
on the
to go away. Like, you telling me the players forced them to pay attention to the game when they wanted to talk about Taylor Swift during a football game? What the fuck?
It's almost like Roger Goodell himself said, "Hey, we need some fresh blood in these seats. Get Taylor to date Travis Kelce."
My God, there's a lot of shit going on with her besides her copying Beyonce.
Yeah.
And also, they're saying that she may end up being Dazzler in Deadpool 3, which would absolutely send me, and I hope it's not a real thing.
No, thank you. I want as less to do with Taylor Swift as possible. Thank you.
Yeah.
And Bobby Ohoff. White women as a whole, just
screw Disney Plus for acting like Netflix and trying to get people for password share.
That for a potential behind the cape, but I figured you were going to.
Damn. Yo, first of all, why is it so hard for y'all to be at just like look and say, oh, well, that didn't do too well for Netflix. They weren't successful with that. Maybe we don't do it. Maybe we don't do it. Like, what in the and I still haven't experienced it with Netflix where it's telling, oh, you're not using this at your home. You need to create your own account. Like, I haven't encountered that, even though my Netflix is logged into other people's shit.
Yeah.
So I just, for the life of me, I don't understand how you are going to monitor the password use of a app which is meant to be used on multiple devices. That is the function. That is literally what it was created to do, is ease of access to watch this shit on the go wherever you want it to. That's the whole fucking point.
Yeah.
Like, it is so weird to watch technology and innovation happen, and then there's a secondary wave of it where they change the purpose of it and completely fuck it. Same thing has happened with all of our intercommunication chat softwares. So Skype and Microsoft Teams. Mm-hmm. Those things existed to create an infrastructure that was not physical, right? To be able to work in unison without physically being in the room with the person or at the location with the person. Mm-hmm. Ease of access was the point. Working wherever was the point. Now they've turned it into a de facto monitoring system. There's been so many updates and modifications to Teams that it's basically a monitoring system for your employer now. The communication functions are secondary to the monitoring. They're able to track keystrokes, able to track how long you're in programs. They can watch screen recordings of your stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, that shit is nuts.
And that is not what that shit was for. This wasn't meant to be Big fucking Brother. Streaming services were meant for ease of access. Watch TV on the go. Which means if I want to go to my parents' house and log into Netflix, I should be able to.
Yep.
Without getting a fucking message from you to try to up my bill with your greedy asses. And for a middling streaming service at that's struggling to add subscribers as it is, you have the balls to roll this out. I hope that shit fails harder than Bobby Allhoff's TV career eventually.
Yeah, not only
because you have nothing to offer and you're being a dick about it, just like her.
Facts. Not only should you be able to go over your parents' house and log in so that you can watch it, but you should be able to let them slide and watch it whenever they want to.
I'm paying you close to $20 a month. How about you fuck off? Netflix being and Disney Plus. That's where you want to be. You're literally creating a tier system now. You want to be in that realm of pricing. Fuck off. Screw off. What is the fucking point? If I can only watch it at home on my TV, I might as well have fucking cable. Because you know who's not worried about password sharing? Is cable packages, when you're able to get the access to all of these streaming services through the package. I keep saying that, and not enough people understand how simple it would be to flick these people off and then simultaneously gain 30 some odd streaming services with similar quality programming. Because let's just be honest, the degree of separation that there was maybe 5 years ago between streaming services, between something like, you know, Amazon and Netflix, or HBO and Netflix, or anything like that, has shrunken. There really is no difference. Amazon, Peacock, HBO, Disney Plus, wherever you look, there are 2 to 3 leading programs at the top, and then a bunch of shit that can't keep people to stay. 1 to 2 programs that perpetuate growth. Everything else is absolute shit and a drag on the platform. That is the case for everybody. It's the case for everyone. It's the case for Netflix. It's the case for Hulu. Less so for Hulu. They're slightly more. Their thing is not so much the original programming as it is the network deals that they have. Right? They still have a hold on network television. So where people are watching their sitcoms Monday through Thursday, well, half of those people will view it on Hulu as opposed to doing it through cable. But even still, outside of that, they ain't doing shit. Ain't shit going on over there. Ain't shit going on over there for any of these people. So the hubris to ask for more, to try and choke more money out of people, it's just greed, man. That's all it is. It's greed. And it's ruining innovations that used to be helpful. People used to invent things to make life easier, not to make more money. And those two things don't go together.
And punish you.
To be punitive. Yeah, absolutely.
As the customer.
It's not meant to be innovative. It's meant to be punitive in nature. How do we squeeze more money out of these thieves? That's how they look at it.
How do I punish these customers that are paying good money?
Like, damn, it's not enough that I get something decent out of you every 4 fucking months, but keep jacking the price up and tell me that I can't share it? Like, okay, well then, yeah, it is going to hit a certain price point where it's just not reasonable to have all of this shit. It's not like they're killing the growth game as it is. Ooh, okay, this is an interesting one. Bibi Netanyahu and all of my people who were so gung-ho to call out anti-Semitism when it came to Jamie Foxx and Mark Ruffalo and Kanye West, of course, and anybody Kyrie Irving, anything has to say anything about Jews. Do you know who Bibi Netanyahu is? He is the is he president? Does Israel have a president or a prime minister of Israel?
Probably prime minister.
Leader of Israel. And he had a nice little sound bite about Prime Minister of Israel. Had a nice little sound bite about how he felt about the Holocaust and Hitler's role in it. See, Bibi Netanyahu, the leader of Israel, the prime minister, believes that Hitler never wanted to kill Jews. It was his Muslim ally, whose name is escaping me at this moment, but the fact that he's a Muslim ally should tell you exactly where I'm going with this, was the real reason why he exterminated the Jews. Hitler just wanted to move them off. He wanted to, kick them out, expel them. He just wanted them out of the country. That's all. Nothing bad. Just expel 6 million Jews from their homes, which is exactly what they've accused the Muslims of doing. But let's not get too far ahead here, right? He just wanted to expel them. Hitler was really kind of a swell guy, But it was that darn Muslim guy who told him that they would just come back over to Romania and Austria and all the other surrounding areas and become scourges on them. And then when Hitler asked him what he should do, he said, "You have to burn them." Again, this is coming from the Israeli Prime Minister Bibi Netanyahu. What would you? Would it be whitewashing? I don't know. Jew washing Hitler in the history of the Holocaust and how it became how it came about. Yeah, for the sake of Hitler, against I guess there's no way to cut it, against the Muslim faith, like to attack the Muslim faith, he embraces Hitler, the prime minister of Israel. So I'm confused. You can leave all of that right where it's at. Set it down, because I know politicians are going to politician.
Yes.
The bigger problem that I have with it is why all the motherfuckers claiming anti-Semitism have no fucking problem with an Israelite claiming that Hitler never wanted to burn the Jews. It was the Muslims' fault. So Kyrie Irving retweets a fucking Facebook video and the entire nation loses its head. Loses their absolute fucking mind. Bibi Netanyahu says Hitler never wanted no bad stuff to happen to them Jews. No, that was his bad Muslim friend. That's the one who did it. Yeah, he wanted to kill them all. Said to burn them. And Hitler just had to oblige. And go beyond the 6 million mark. Hell, fuck it. What's 20 million? Let's just keep going. or whatever the final number was.
Expelling them just sounds like what they want to do to Muslims.
Fam, like that was the craziest part for me, is that he just wanted to expel the Jews. So, like, are you normalizing expelling a group of people that you don't want in your country so that you can further justify the genocide that is currently happening against the Palestinians?
Based off of the ideals of your ops, basically.
Fam, it would be akin to David Duke wasn't actually racist. He wanted the best for black people. You know, it wasn't until he ran into that pesky Mr. Ruckus that he started actually wanting to actively kill black people and started the Ku Klux Klan.
And then you would be trying
But no, it's not even that, because Ruckus is black. So then I'd have to put it on.
It'd be you saying that about David Duke, but then also trying to start a black Ku Klux Klan.
I got it. David Duke just wanted to separate the races till he read the readings of that pesky Marcus Garvey, that black American immigrant. Yeah. And you know what? It was Marcus Garvey who told him to start the Ku Klux Klan. So it's really Marcus Garvey's fault in a roundabout way.
Just for you.
It's all those black leaders. It's all those black civil rights leaders that were really the problem for black people. You see?
Just for you to start the black Ku Klux Klan.
Fam.
That's nuts.
So is it even like it didn't even really even sound like he was trying to say the expulsion of millions of Jews out of Germany was wrong. Like, it didn't even seem like he thought that in itself was an atrocity. He was trying to justify that in lieu of degrading the Muslim faith by saying, it was the Muslim person who convinced him to burn Jews, to gas Jews, to put them in ghettos, to put them in work camps. When you are so committed to exterminating someone, annihilating another group of people off of this earth, you will accept any amount of evil, even if it's to your own doctrine.
Yeah. You
know, what's a few false flags on the grave when we're trying to exterminate an entire religion out of our purview, out of our country.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, we're still sending millions of white Zionist Jewish people over there to take Palestinian homes with free pilgrimages from the United States as reparations for a war we didn't start, perpetuate. Anyways, letting that one go. I just wanted to hear more of those calls for anti-Semitism. Jamie Lee Curtis, where you at? Jennifer Aniston, where you at? Where the fuck are you at? Y'all care so much about Jewish people that the Jewish president can say that it was the Muslims' fault that the Holocaust happened, and you're dead fucking silent. Who else was all up Kanye's back for anti-Semitism? Was all up Kyrie's back for anti-Semitism?
Harvey from TMZ?
Yeah, Harvey. Yep. Where you at, Harvey? Does anybody give a fuck? Do you care about that shit at all? Or do you only care about it when it's attached to a black person's name? Oh, yes. Another person who can't stop fucking talking and doesn't understand why they're racist. Like, it's one thing to be a racist, understand that you're racist, and understand why. You know, you have a good understanding of self, and you can go through life accordingly. But if you're so racist you don't understand why you're racist, you'll just keep talking and keep self-reporting. So apparently, Erica Mena was responding to something that Mona Scott said about not really being involved in, the Love and Hip Hop Day to Day, which is complete and utter horse shit either way, whether it's true or not. But she basically, called her out for it. So, da. And then apparently she said something recently about wanting her skin to be as dark as Bernice Burgos. And then doubled down on it after all of this. Yo, lady,
Fam.
listen to me. Listen to me.
Yikes.
Stop referencing the features of black people in public. Stop making jokes to the detriment of black people's features in public. How about you just don't say nothing about black folks in public, right? You clearly can't stop from saying, racially insensitive shit. Yes. So how about we just get you to stop saying it where we can hear it, and then I can forget you exist. How about that? Let's just do that. I can exist that you have a half black child with a black man, and I can move on. Because every time I hear you talk, it makes me utterly disappointed. Just fucking, oh my God. Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ. That you are blessed with the child that you have, with the feelings that you harbor, with the thoughts that swim around in that very small brain of yours.
Yes.
It is a absolute travesty that she has a mother like you. You don't even understand. You don't get it. You don't get it. And instead of standing on an apology that you supposedly made, right, you're making it worse. You doubling down. Oh, it's cancel culture. And I should be able to have skin like her, just like any other woman that wants to tan to be like a black woman, right? Offensive then, but not offensive for you because you're Latina or because you have a half black child. Which one? Because that's the same horse shit that I hear white girls say all the time. Oh, I have a black partner, so taking a black beef stick. How can I be racist? Yeah.
Yikes.
But that's my list, man. All negativity this week, and I don't care. Everybody needed to be talked to.
My short list has been made shorter thanks to your Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce rant.
I'm sure the Swifties will love that.
Also, one of my dubs and L's are kind of combined, but we'll talk about them separately. My first dub probably should have been talked about during A House Divided, but I'm happy for my boy Lincoln Keenholz getting that black stripe removed and then going to the dealership and getting a car paid for by the dealership. It's a great week for my boy.
Why are y'all pretending like you actually earn things down there?
Like why? Dealership?
No, at Ohio State. Why do y'all pretend that you actually earn things there?
Oh, you mean the black stripe?
Yeah. Why are we putting up this charade?
What does that mean?
Like, first of all, you get your black stripe removed and you get a truck. You don't have to play. You don't have to put up any stats. You don't have to do anything.
Those are two separate things. For what it's worth, you don't just get the car just because you got your black stripe removed.
Oh, okay. Well, anyways, yeah. Why are we acting like the Ohio State runs a merit-based system? Like that's a complete farce. How do you pay guys just to visit you and then convince them that you're earning things off of merit once they get in there? That's horseshit. The guys that you paid the most will end up starting, and that's how that should go. Because programs that run like that, that's how they operate. Why are we putting up the fucking charade like these niggas are earning anything? They earned it when they committed to Ohio State.
Okay, so the black stripe came from the fact that Lincoln Keenholz has been basically practice QB already as a freshman and making huge strides on that side of things.
Sure, whatever.
The deal he struck up is obviously just because he's an Ohio State quarterback.
I'm saying the juxtaposition of the black stripe process in comparison to, hey, even if you don't want to come here, we want to give you $10,000 not to go to Michigan. In comparison to, hey, just come here to come down the high street, check into your hotel to be an envelope with $5,000 down there, as verified by their former athletic director. The conflict between those two fucking things couldn't be further. Like it couldn't be stronger. It's oil and water. Yes, here's all this money up front, but let's play like this fucking black stripe shit means anything after the fact. It's really weird. It's really weird. It's
weird.
You
can come to Ohio State after getting paid $5,000 and still not,
and then think that you're actually going to earn something. You gave me money up front. That is not how you start a relationship of meritocracy.
Sure, but if the player is good enough, they'll get their black stripe removed.
Okay. If you pick a girl up the club and give her $1,000 before you leave her that night, do you think she's ever going to not be accustomed to getting money from you, or think that she has to earn that level of appreciation from you? Do you think she's ever going to do anything to earn it after you give it to her year one? You're a trick. You a lick. You couldn't possibly be the main because you a trick.
Those two things have not really much to do with each other.
No, they have everything to do with each other. You would try
one
to
is
separate
to get
them.
you here, but then the other one is still based
exactly.
off of how
so
you're
if I will
performing.
pay you an exorbitant amount of money just to get you here, how in the fuck am I convinced that you are running things off of what you earn once you get here?
Because
you can't start a relationship off like that.
You don't remove your black stripe just because you're a 5-star quarterback.
It's a farce. The fuck they do. They might make it look like it's not, but they're not going to make somebody sit, a 5-star quarterback, sit all season with a fucking stripe that symbolizes that he ain't doing shit. That is not what they would do. They would never do that. So no matter how good that 5-star is playing, eventually that fucker's coming off.
But 4-stars have already gotten theirs removed
Fine.
ahead of him.
He was never going to make it the entire season with it on. Ever.
Oh, yeah.
It was never going to happen.
a
Anybody
lot
who
of
got
them don't.
paid to come here with but theoretically it should. You should have some players who have a black stripe all fucking season, because if you earn it and somebody didn't earn it, they should still have a fucking black stripe, right?
And even on top of that, the black stripe came before the $5,000 was being paid to every recruit.
Fuck it was. If Gene Smith went to Congress and admitted to that happening, best believe that shit was happening well before this recruiting class, well before Lincoln Klingholz was getting
But the
recruited.
black stripe didn't start with this recruiting class.
No, you said the $5,000 started after the black stripe.
I'm saying I don't know which started first.
I'm saying if he's willing to go up there and admit it, then it means there's probably a well-storied history other people know. If he's going to say it in front of Congress, then it's well known enough that he can probably admit it without taking too much heat.
I just don't.
I haven't seen any investigations being
the black
launched.
stripe started with Urban, but I don't have any.
Who do you think the paying recruit shit started with? You think it started with Tressel?
No.
Yeah, it definitely started with Tressel. Oh, Fickle? Yeah, for sure. Started with Fickle, huh?
But could the black stripe
Who
have
the
started?
fuck else
But if the black
would
stripe,
institute something like that?
but if the black stripe started before Urban started cashing, did Urban start cashing out recruits right away?
I don't fucking know. I don't know.
That's what I'm saying.
I don't know
How
the exact
can you
date
quantify
it
that?
happened. I don't know. And it doesn't fucking matter. They're doing it. And they've been doing it. And you know they've been doing it. And you probably know who started it. It doesn't matter which one started first.
Things.
You can't have that. You can't have both. You can't have it both ways, in my opinion. But we'll see how it works
I would
now.
be more upset about the fact that he also just received a car, like the day.
I don't give a shit about the car. I'm sure he has some kind of NIL deal
Well, the
that
car
allows
would
him to get him a car.
He does, but the car would
But
be.
that's separate from football. NIL is an individual opportunity that you can earn whether you're a bench player or whether you're a starter. That's not what I'm arguing about. I'm saying telling a kid, hey, we're gonna pay you money regardless because we're Ohio State, and then trying to make that kid earn some shit on the field just doesn't sound, and it would be in line with the talent on, at least on defense, the level of talent that's being brought in versus the level of production that's being put out. It would make sense. It would make sense if those guys got a bunch of money up front because they seem like they arrived the minute they put a Buckeye jersey on. A lot of them guys seem like they arrived the minute they put on the scarlet and gray, at least for the last several years. Didn't used to be like that. Maybe it's the new regime. Maybe it's all the fucking upfront money. These guys feel like they're already done. They've done the work. Ain't learned shit. Then you turn around and ask them to go work hard for some shit on the field. Nigga, I'm gonna work hard enough until this practice is over and go put on my Cuban link. And drive my fucking Hellcat out of this parking lot is what I'm gonna do.
Lincoln got an Audi. Regardless, you're going to have to play well at some point.
Yeah, you are.
So why would you just?
Okay, let me name off some names. Julian Fleming, JT Tuimalau, Jack Sawyer, Kyle McCord. Chip Trainum probably. Well, you know what? I'll leave Chip out of that because I actually feel like he's performed pretty well.
I feel like Kyle is performing pretty well.
Well, we're not going to do that here. This isn't the sports segment. We're not going to debate it. But I'm saying we got all out of those 5 guys that I've named, they're relatively unproven, right? Even though some of them have had some time to do it, i.e. Julian Fleming. But
sure,
still kind of unproven. Is there any question that any one of those guys, if there was $5,000 to hand out, that every single one of them got it? Is there any question? Like if there was any money to be earned from Ohio State by either A, not going to Michigan, or by coming on a visit to see Ohio State, is there any question that those guys that I just named, JT, Jack Sawyer, Kyle McCord, Julian Fleming, and I named somebody else. I said Trent, but then I took that off. So those 4 guys. Any question that those guys got the money if it's been given out? No question, right? All highly rated recruits, 4 and 5 star recruits. No question they got it.
Sure.
Have they lived up to the money? I would say JT probably has
5,000?
for one game.
5,000?
For one game, JT has showed it has earned it.
2. The end of the Notre Dame game for sure.
Okay. Money well spent.
And
that's per visit. That's just when he shows up.
And Kyle.
I got Kyle for one elite throw on a game-winning drive. I've got 2 games overall for JT. But when you're paying 5-star recruits $5,000 just to walk through the door, I think you're expecting to get a little bit more than 3 sacks a season.
My next dub, interesting little story, which you didn't even mention Vegas.
Oh, yeah, I didn't. Yeah, I didn't have any dubs, but I guess I'll take that as a dub. I did spend the last 4 days out in Las Vegas. Shout out to the Flamingo for treating us well. It's a nice hotel, man. I'm going to send you a picture of our view. I dare any of y'all to show me a better Vegas view than what we had from the Flamingo, too.
Sheesh.
Right across from Caesars.
Stunned on us.
The only thing that was kind of woozy is that they're setting up for the Formula One race that's out there, so they had this like big glass structure in front of the Bellagio fountains that they're building for like a luxury viewing. I don't know what the fuck. Hope they hurry up and take that shit down. I don't even watch Formula One all like that.
Yikes.
But yeah,
They
no, it
probably
was a
make
good
tons of
time.
money from it.
It was a good time for sure.
So, I think your dog is actually really fucking smart.
Okay.
Like, smarter than a lot of dogs. It's crazy. So, I come over to your house to let your dog out. And, you know, every time I come over, I go over to the jar over there, grab a biscuit. At this point, he knows every time when I come over and let him out, I'm giving him a fucking biscuit.
Mm-hmm.
He's waiting for it. He looks at me and just like, all right, bro, where's the fucking biscuit? So this time you ran out of biscuits. And I don't know if you noticed, there's new biscuits in there now.
I was wondering where the mini biscuits came from. I thought it was my dad.
I didn't know they were mini when I bought them. Like,
Okay.
I could feel them in the bag, but I didn't even think about the fact that they were mini biscuits. But it was whatever. I didn't care. I literally, this is what happened. I walk into the house, let your dog out. I go check around, just make sure everything's good. And then I come back, let him in. He's looking at me. And I literally go, I don't know, bro. I literally say it out loud, like, I don't know, bro. And he looked at me like, damn. He really gave me a look like I felt like he knew what I said when I said, I don't know, bro. And he looked at me like.
Did you let the dog con you into going buying food, dog treats? Where did you buy dog treats from?
Dollar store. I felt
You
bad,
drove down
bro.
the street to.
Oh, no. I just had them ready for next time when I came out.
Okay, I was about to say.
Yeah, I didn't go out of my way.
Okay, all right. I was
Yeah,
about
nah.
to say, ain't no fucking way in hell.
But, bro, he looked so disappointed. I was like, my fault, bro. I don't got nothing for you.
Have you ever heard of the term puppy dog eyes? It's natural. Like, it's not. He ain't even really sad. It's just built in.
Swear to God, I went, I don't know, bro. Damn, that's how you gonna do me? I was like, oh, shit. I got to go get him some biscuits now. I have to.
Jesus Christ.
I have to. I felt bad.
Rocky definitely appreciated it. I appreciate it.
I felt
for
bad.
sure. You don't ever have to do that again. If we run out of treats, he's just out of luck.
He looked at me.
He's SOL.
He fucking looked at me.
Turn your
dog.
back and walk out.
And then he whimpers every time I leave anyway, so.
Sure.
But that just like, oh, damn. Let me go get the little nigga some biscuits.
Damn.
Yeah, your dog is smart as shit.
Sucker.
No, your dog is just.
No, he's a sucker. This kid's gonna run laps around you, boy.
Crazy.
You gotta toughen up.
Smartest fucking dog
You
ever.
gotta get your no game together.
Dog's IQ is fucking 380. I'm giving my last dub, along with my next L, to the Bucks. Well, I'm not giving the L to the Bucks, but I'm giving my dub to the Bucks because they orchestrated a deal to get Dame Lillard to the Milwaukee Bucks.
Huge.
Dame
Huge.
Lillard and Giannis and kept Chris Middleton.
Crap, Chris Middleton. Yeah, I mean that's huge. Huge.
They're winning
Absolutely
it.
huge.
They're winning it all.
Well, I mean, they're definitely number one in the East for sure. I mean, you can't discredit them. But then here come Boston, and they upgraded
got
at the
Drew
point
Holiday.
and got Drew Holiday. Now, I don't necessarily love what they gave up. I think they gave up a little bit of depth with letting Robert Williams go. And damn it, if they didn't need a big man all year while he was hurt. I would put the Bucks a little bit ahead of the Celtics right now in terms of just firepower. Like, it's going to be tough, man. You basically just replaced Drew Holiday with Dame Lillard. You're not going to get as tenacious of a defender. But, I mean...
You get the second best shooter in the league.
Jesus, you know, like,
for your main guy not being able to shoot, this is a...
Like, even if Chris Middleton isn't healthy for the whole season, I still feel confident in the Bucks because Dame's going to average 30.
Yeah.
Sitting next to Giannis, he may average 35.
Yep.
Because the amount of tension is going to be really hard to defend them now. Because now you can truly have somebody sitting out there at 25, 30 feet, and you can't help on Giannis no more. There is no more wall creating on Giannis. That's over. Yep. Those days are done. The wall is fucking dead. If you create a wall, Dame going to score 60. If you're creating a wall for Giannis to stop him from driving penetration, Dame's going to score 60. Middleton going to hit 13 threes from the corner.
That's a fucking fact.
It's
either for him,
bad.
It's either shoot or dish.
Imagine Giannis running the middle. You got Brook in one corner. You got Middleton in the other one. You got top of the key trailing is Damian Lillard. How the fuck are you going to defend that? You're not. You just going to let him score. Let him score. Let him score. It's over.
Yeah,
and they got Grayson Allen's dirty ass off of that team. I'm glad.
Facts.
Kick his ass to Siberia. I mean Portland.
I am just happy to see Dame possibly getting a chance to really actually get one.
Portland actually didn't get a bad haul back now though. They got Ayton back. They got Brogdon.
Drew Holiday.
They got Robert Williams. They got Drew Holiday and end up getting Brogdon and Robert Williams after they already got Ayton in all those picks.
Do they think Ayton is going to be their guy though?
He doesn't have to be a guy. He doesn't have to be the guy. He just needs to be a guy.
Okay.
Just needs to be a guy.
They seemed happy to get him. So
I don't know if for Phoenix the move from Ayton to Nurkic is going to net him all that much, but we'll see. I guess.
Yeah,
we'll see.
Yeah. So that brings me to the fact that Dame did actually request a trade to Miami.
Hey, they are fucking Miami. They're fucking Miami. Like they used to mess with us. I don't even get it.
Yeah.
I don't know what Pat Riley did to Adam Silver, but he need to apologize.
Well, actually, apparently they reached out with a deal, and I think it had to include either Jimmy Butler or Bam Adebayo, and Pat Riley just didn't call them back.
That's collusion, man. Like, I'm not buying that. I'm not buying that you asked for Bam or Jimmy, but ended up trading him for Grayson Allen. Who was the initial trade? Grayson Allen, Drew Holiday. A couple picks. Yeah. 2 pick swaps and 2 first rounders. Well, nowhere in there is a bona fide all-star like Jimmy Butler. I mean, Drew Holiday kind of, but not a perennial all-star like Jimmy.
Sure.
And then nowhere in there is a mention of a young up-and-coming player like Bam Adebayo. You took Grayson Allen from them.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's just collusion to me. It sounds like asking for the Lakers' entire roster, but then, sending PG to the fucking to the Oklahoma City Thunder for pennies and nickels.
It's I'll do next to anything to not send him where he
wants to go. Yeah, man, that's collusion.
Yeah.
That's y'all working against me actively. He want to go there, I'm going to send him somewhere else.
But the person that this really got to in Miami is Jimmy Butler.
That boy looked like Aaron Yeager from Attack on Titan.
Really got to him, and now he's going through an emo phase.
I don't get what the fuck is going on with bro in these hairstyles year over year. He come in with dreads, and then he do the man bun with the 2 braids. Yeah, now he's Aaron Yeager. He's from Shigashina.
Somebody said panic at the free throw.
What's Dracula's daughter's name from the Hotel Transylvanians? That's what he looked like.
That's crazy. That is wild.
Violet.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah, he's taking
bro
it really
look like
hard.
Wednesday without the pigtails.
He's taking the fact that he's going to have to play with Tyler Herro and Kyle Lowry another year, and Kevin Love.
Well, first of all, don't nobody want Kyle Lowry.
No.
Okay, so that's not collusion. No one wants Kyle Lowry.
For sure.
That part is absolutely not collusion.
No, it's not.
Tyler Hero, I mean, he gonna have to play himself back into some worth, man. He ain't been nothing since 2020 to me.
Sure.
So,
Bam, Kevin Love, Tyler Hero, and Kyle Lowry. That's your supporting cast.
you got Duncan Robinson still.
Okay.
And then we got Gabe Vincent up out of him. I don't know how that happened.
Yeah, I don't know either. That's kind of wild. That was kind of their guy for his.
You got Gabe Vincent and Christian Wood. Man, we coming for them boys, man. We ain't worried about Giannis and Dame.
I still would be.
My boy AR gonna lock Dame up. My boy AR 15.
Well, then who's locking
Fucking
Giannis
clamps.
up? Bron? AD?
2 years ago, I would have said 80. For real. 2 years ago, I'd have said 80 confidently.
You would have been, legit.
Confidently. I don't fucking know now. At least Christian Wood can guard Middleton.
Sure.
At least Christian Wood can guard Middleton.
Sure. Go Lakers on that one.
As for the rest of it, Rui. Why don't we give Rui a chance? Let's try Rui.
Let's not.
Let's try Rui on Giannis.
Yikes.
See how it works.
Anyway, that's all I got.
That's it for our Dubs and L's. Give us your Dubs and L's in the comment prompt below. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe. Come back every Wednesday for another Dubs and L's segment.
Absolutely. Make sure that you check out our previous Dubs and L's segment where we talked about Remy Ma and her, what's the word that Jada used? Entanglements. Her entanglements.
I actually missed one. Dog, she's writing a memoir.
Okay. For what?
And we're going to close on that one.
Yes.
Goodbye.
So make sure you're here next Wednesday, 10 o'clock.